My name is Matthew Pillmore, and I'm the president of VIP. It's my great pleasure to show you some of the most extraordinary financial strategies that you may ever learn. The following strategies are extremely effective, completely legal, and available for anyone to use. Please keep in mind, if used incorrectly for your personal circumstances, these techniques can also cause you years of harm. To apply these and other techniques safely, make sure you watch the complete video training series number 1, and then get on our calendar for your free one-on-one coaching session where an expert can help you make a plan and get you on track towards greater financial independence.
Now, this can be one of the most anticipated video chapters of training series number 1 because in this chapter, we'll see exactly what debt weapons are for the first time and how they can help the average consumer or business owner accelerate most financial goals. We'll talk about which, where, when, and why, as well as the next steps to use them yourself. I'd like to remind you that if you enjoy these trainings, please pass them forward so that we can continue to spread the word about this powerful education. Here's a fun fact. 82% of viewer audiences will rate these trainings an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10. So let us know what you think and get your very own cash flow cruncher by filling out the brief feedback form after watching all the videos in the training. Now, whether it's investing in real estate, traveling, growing a business, or eliminating all of your debts quickly, debt weapons put you on the fast track and are available to anybody. In later chapters called Killing Non-Mortgage Debts Fast and Free and Clear Real Estate, we demonstrate how Dan and Megan Albright constructed a plan to avoid over 250 mortgage payments on their home and pay off almost $50,000 in debts using these tools. They accomplished this by using a specific set of techniques which fit their specific needs and goals, but the techniques that they used, and many others, would have never been possible without the proper use of debt weapons. Over the past 12 years, VIP has located dozens of different tools to accelerate financial goals, and today we regularly use a total of 16 different debt weapons, which you need to know a few very basic details about. Let's start by asking, what the heck is a debt weapon? Simply put, debt weapons are tools which allow you to leverage other products to keep your money working for you nearly every day. You'll see them in action throughout the chapters. Although VIP has sponsors and alliances, we do not sell or profit in any way from the most common debt weapons. We strictly coach people where to find them and what to use them for. Most of the debt weapons that we locate are provided through random banks and credit unions. Speaking of the banks, let's talk about them for a moment. When you work hard and deposit your paychecks into your bank accounts, the bank uses your money all month and pays you little to nothing in return, correct? During that time, however, they charge you compound interest on most of your debts while lending out your money and collecting compound interest from other people, thereby reaping all the rewards without ever selling any product or service. They simply hold your money. At the end of the month, you pay all your bills and repeat this process month after month. Essentially, this means your money is working for the bank, not you. Debt weapons allow you to reverse this and, in a way, flip the banks upside down, literally allowing nearly anyone to benefit. Yes, this means that a single mother or a young family can use debt weapons. It means that a business owner who's building a company all by himself, up to the think tank with 250 employees, a college student or a retiree, literally anyone can experience extraordinary benefits from proper use of debt weapons. And I'm going to introduce you to them today. So why should you care in the first place? What does this really mean to you? Well, there are 7 primary reasons to look for and use debt weapons from this point forward. First, they can rapidly increase your cash flow. The money left over at the end of the month when you take your income and subtract your expenses is known as cash flow. The more cash flow you have, the more choices you have. They compress amortization schedules, allowing you to pay off your loan balances in a fraction of the time. They'll allow you to replace the inadequacies of your bank accounts. And when you think about it, bank accounts are used not because they pay you well, but because they're convenient, they're safe, and they're liquid. Debt weapons are all of these things also, but they provide far greater monetary value. They help you invest more quickly. You can use them as down payments, as fix-up costs, as a source of capital for education, for coaching, for both typical and non-traditional opportunities. They can be used for marketing or staffing a business. There are endless uses as an investment vehicle which debt weapons provide. They minimize total interest costs when used properly, and as demonstrated in later chapters with non-mortgage and mortgage debts, debt weapons can prevent as much as 80% of total interest costs on loans. And they drive your credit scores higher. For example, some debt weapons even let you hide various balances from your credit reports and cause an enormous positive impact to your credit scores. And finally, access to debt weapons can cause tremendous safety for you and for your family. As long as you can remain responsible and not use the debt weapons irresponsibly, there are no downsides to having them. So let's talk about specifics. Here are some examples of debt weapons that we refer our coaching members to on a daily basis. The top half includes debt weapons which the banks themselves provide, and the bottom half are examples of debt weapons provided outside of the banks. Both lists change often. They are added and removed as the banking industry modifies itself. Debt weapons generally offer more than one benefit when used properly, although they don't necessarily all achieve the same results. Because debt weapons change so frequently, and we have limited time in this chapter, we've put the definitions of these acronyms in the cash flow cruncher that you'll get when you complete the brief feedback form. Do you want to see these debt weapons in action? Make sure you watch the next few chapters to see why this is something that you cannot ignore. These can work for anyone. The 4 most important questions that require an answer before you can benefit from any debt weapon are: which debt weapon should I get? Where should I go to get it? When is the right time to apply for it? And what purpose will it serve once I have it? VIP does extensive research every week to answer these questions because the answers change as often as the bank's rules. We have an entire interview process performed by a staff member who calls banks, credit unions, private lenders, websites, etc. for 5 to 20 hours each week using this checklist. It is time-consuming work, but we have it down to a science, and when you share the information with thousands of coaching students, it makes sense economically for us to do that. Now, this is considered one of our greatest value adds by our coaching members who pay to enroll in our coaching services. One of the greatest and most consistent qualifiers between these debt weapons, which you must take note of, is that you should not apply for any debt weapon without first having a 700 FICO personal credit score. Now, we generally use the lowest of the 3 when recommending someone move forward. With a 700 or better FICO score, you can obtain between $2,000 and $150,000 per debt weapon. And at no point should you ever be done looking for more debt weapons. On average, the best pace is trying to get at least 2 debt weapons each year. Now, there are only a handful where your credit score does not play a role. One in particular is called the infinite banking concept, which can be incredibly powerful. Once you complete the trainings on the website and share your feedback, you'll be emailed a login to watch us pull the curtain back on this and other amazing debt weapons, where we'll give you all the details in a training. For now, take a look at how debt weapons are put to use in the other chapters, watch the credit scoring tutorial, and you'll start to wonder why you weren't taught this in school. There's almost always a better way to eliminate years of interest and stress by using tools like these. We encourage you to watch all of our video chapters and schedule your free one-on-one coaching session with an expert. Plus, press the button below now to complete our short feedback form and get your free cash flow cruncher tool. I'd like to personally thank you in advance for helping us improve this powerful education. If you enjoyed it so far, please share a link to this website with others. Thank you and make it a great day.